What's cracking, everybody? So I'm making a quick video. It's in response to Heather's video about Occupy DC. Um, she was really upset and called me into the bedroom and had me watch a video that Adam Kokesh had shot. And you've probably watched the video by now if you watch the link she left for you. And it was a little disturbing because really we're talking about a group of individuals who, for all intent and purposes, you would think would be out there representing the citizenry, the us, the people. Um, but unfortunately, what we're seeing is, at least in this particular video, the Occupy DC, where Adam's shooting and he's being blocked. They take a vote to decide whether or not they want to be filmed, which is utterly ridiculous in a public place, public forum. And the two individuals that just make utter fools of themselves in front of the camera. But also the the knowledge or the mentality of the individuals, some of the protesters as well. It makes me question the motives of some of the individuals that are there, and what are we really looking for? I mean, you would think that, like, Occupy Wall Street and Occupy DC, Occupy whatever you want to put, like I said, whatever you're looking to apply that movement to, you would think it would be in general for some very significant change for the entire citizenry, or civilian population, if you want to call it. And I don't even like using that word, civilian. But you would think that's what you were looking at, or you would think that's what the individuals who are organizing these events would be thinking of. But in this, it was kind of scary in this particular Occupy DC video, and another video that I'll link that you can watch. The individuals in there that were talking about requiring more state-sponsored help, or they wanted more out of their government, almost as if they were looking to be coddled more, taken care of more. They wanted their government to treat them better, when really, I mean, don't these individuals understand that if you go all the way back to the founding fathers, we're talking about, these are individuals who understood that an all-powerful or federal government, as it were, would be a complete detriment to everyone, because it would look out for its own best interest and would become a monster of its own, which is exactly what our federal government is. And these individuals make decisions based on the rampant and invasive corporatism in America today, among other things. And these are people who look out for their own best interests and their own pocketbooks, their own power. And they could really care very little about the general population, unless it affects their seat, their position, their power, their wealth. And I'm not saying that's every single one, but that's a majority. And just like Jakluk4 talked about, groupthink, mob rule, mob mentality. If the majority of these individuals are making decisions based on their own self-serving issues, then those issues are going to come into the light as laws, legislation, and rules that will govern us. You know, one of these individuals talked about, you know, he laughed at ending the Fed. He laughed. He said that we need to print gobs and gobs of money. Clearly, he's ignorant. Ignorant as in uninformed. He doesn't understand inflation. He doesn't understand the value of our dollars. He doesn't understand that a fiat currency is a ghost money system that will continue to perpetuate itself until it's a vicious cycle that will break us economically, financially, and politically, for that matter. It makes me wonder about who those individuals are. And again, I'm not talking about everyone, but who are some of these individuals that are out there? What are their motives? What is their agenda? Are they little political, are they little left or right wing factions that are out there for their own self-serving agendas? I mean, I saw in the comment section of Adam's video, all of these individuals. I mean, even in the video itself, the two of the guys said, "Oh, I hate Ron Paul. What do you think the answer is? Libertarianism?" And I only make that comment because it's an example of, obviously, these individuals are, they are very much opposed to a specific political ideology. So I wonder, what is their political affiliation? What do they perceive as the way, the answers, the solutions? Are they just towing their party line and they've changed they've decided not to call themselves, label themselves along a certain line for other purposes? It baffles me. It makes me question the benefit, unless they're looking to bring about, some sort of monumental change or make some sort of, shift and, significant shift in how things are done. I mean, they took a vote on whether to march on the sidewalk or march in the street. Why? How is that even a choice? It's an occupation. Occupy DC. The idea is to get as many people as possible and occupy DC. Make some noise. Let your presence be known. Get noticed. And even if you have to, I mean, you march. I'm all for that. I mean, I got to you have a conversation with me, you'll understand that I'm all for shutting the system. I mean, bringing everything to a grinding fucking halt to make your message known. Make your voices clear. Excuse me, we won't be ignored anymore. I'm all for that. But I just was really disappointed, disconcerted, disheartened, and concerned about what I had seen. So, granted, this was live video footage that was just rolling. This wasn't edited stuff. It wasn't like it was edited to be spun a certain way. So, I don't know. It just, so again, you know, like Heather had said, make a video. If you've got an Occupy whatever in your town, in your city, um, go check it out. I mean, I hope that the individuals that are organizing these events really understand what needs to happen to bring about the type of changes that are needed in favor of the citizenry, the general citizenry. I guess what I'm trying to say is be cautious. Just because you have a movement, a so-called movement or an event that may be labeled um, a certain way to present itself to the public as having particular motives, just be conscientious that the individuals in this particular group or attending this particular event may not have the same motives, the same intentions as you. They may not be in the same mindset. They may not have the same agenda. Um, and that's all I'm saying is just stay on your toes. Because it was very clear, um, based on the video that I watched, or the couple of videos that I watched, that I was expecting something different out of Occupy DC. And I did get something different, something completely unexpected. So these movements may not always be representative of how you feel and what you believe. So be prepared for that. So I don't know. Crazy stuff. Comment, make a video response. Feel free. That's it for now. Peace.